Welcome, my love light lifers, Natty TV, your vibrational coach, and today we're talking about meditation. What are you thinking about meditation? Is it something that you already do? Do you think it sucks? Do you think it's just all hype? I would love to know. Pop it in the comments because we're going to get into it right now. Welcome to my returning subscribers. Love you. Thank you for showing up for me today. I love seeing you here. I love reading your comments. And if you're here for the first time, I am glad to see you too. I hope that you stick around and enjoy some fun with us. Today, we're talking about meditation. And this one's an interesting one because meditation may not be exactly what you think it is. Because once you know what the purpose of meditation is, then you might kind of get what meditation is, because even some of the masters will turn around and tell you what proper meditation is. But we're starting to kind of, as a society, I feel, really understand that the means does justify the ends. In other words, just because somebody does it this way doesn't mean that that's what's right for you, and vice versa. And so if you're not wanting to be a yogi or a sort of spiritual master of any sort, you just need some help raising your vibration and living your best life. If that's what you need, if you want to manifest yourself an awesome life and have a passion for life and enjoy it and love your life and love yourself, and if that's all you're looking for, then meditation doesn't need to be so much more of a discipline as a means to an end. In other words, you don't have to sit on the beach in the meditation position. You don't need to. You don't have to practice yoga every day. You don't have to sit in a park, trickling streams. It's always the picture of the stones sitting perfectly balanced on top of each other. What is with that? Why does that always represent meditation? Not quite sure. But the point that I'm making is there is actually a practical meaning behind meditation. Why people do it, why it works for some, why some people like it, why some people can't seem to do it. And it's because that meditation is not about clearing out your mind, because that's the spiritual thing to do. Because you will connect with the divine if you clear your mind. We've all heard that, and it's true. But that may not be exactly what you're looking for. Really, the best thing about meditation is this. If you need meditation on a day-to-day basis, if it's going to benefit you, if it's on your path to choose it, it's probably because negative momentum means that you are spiraling in a downward direction emotionally, that you are emotionally going to get worse, okay? And trying to spiral upwards once you've hit those negative emotions is kind of hard. When you're already feeling grumpy, it's really hard to start feeling happy again. Even when something's funny, you kind of want to grit your teeth and not laugh at it. Not make me laugh. Grumpy. But for some reason, you're literally like fighting being happy. Why would you do that? Don't we all want to be happy? No, I want to be grumpy. Because I deserve to be grumpy. Because did you not know what happened to make me grumpy? I get it, but do you want to stay grumpy? The truth is that we're not doing that on purpose. No one goes, I'd prefer to be grumpy than to be happy. What's happening is it's too big of a vibrational jump. And so maybe after a few thoughts that will bridge that, you might laugh. Okay? And you may not even be aware that you're having this thought. You know, it may be that your best friend is making funny faces at you when you're grumpy, and you hate them because you're trying to be grumpy. But let's face it, they love you, they just look at that face, and you eventually laugh. You do. But then you tell them how bad they are for making you laugh, and you're trying to be grumpy. And you say, all right, run on back down. The idea is that getting to a positive feeling thought, or that positive momentum, when you're already in a negative momentum, is not a vibrational match. And therefore you have to sort of move up the scale, sort of step by step. You can't just jump all the way there. What you can do, however, is you can stop thinking altogether, because this slows the negative momentum down very, very quickly to a neutral place where you can then pick up a more positive thought. That's what you're aiming for when you're meditating. You don't have to worry about, did I get it right? You don't have to worry about, I only spent 3 seconds of actual meditation time because I had to keep bringing my monkey mind back to my breath. Whatever it is that you do that takes away the negative thought is all you need to do, because it turns out that your natural vibration, without being hindered, is actually very high. That who you are, without all of the interruptions, without all of the thoughts, is actually pretty high, good feeling place to be. It's who you really are, so of course it feels good. And that you don't actually have to have the good thought to get there, you just have to not have the bad. And not to be rating thoughts on good and bad, but you know the difference simply because the ones that you want to call good are the ones that make you feel good, and the ones that you want to call bad are the ones that make you feel bad. And those same thoughts might make other people feel different ways, but for you, that's how it is. And so that's how you gauge it based on you alone. So you figure out which thoughts you want to use because they're good for you, because you can tell by the way that they feel. These are positive thoughts for me to have. When you think of yourself as ugly and unworthy, do you feel great about yourself? No, you don't. Chances are that's because that's not who you really are. That's not how you really want to think. Those thoughts are not in alignment with you living your best life. Doesn't matter whether it's true, doesn't matter what other people's opinions are. The fact is, it doesn't line up with you and your true self, the one that is that frequency of your best life. And if it doesn't line up with that, then it's out. Out. Yeah, out you go. Kick it. Because that's what is, it's your life. That's what's going to matter to you. It may not matter to other people, but it matters to you. And so meditation does that. Anything that can get your mind to just slow down enough so that you're not having those negative, anything that keeps those negative feeling thoughts out of your head is a meditation. And that meditation can be used to set yourself up for a good day by doing it in the morning. It can be used to put you back on track if you do a 10-minute or 20-minute meditation in your lunch break. It can be used to set yourself up for a better day tomorrow if you do it before you go to bed. You can keep a consistent emotional level, and you can keep a consistent vibrational output, a consistent frequency of attraction simply by using meditation. However, if you love your life, if you're freaking Tony Robbins, you don't need to meditate, because meditation just brings you to ground zero. If you're all the way up here, you don't have to worry about meditating. You don't have to meditate. If your life is awesome and you feel awesome all the time, don't meditate. You're wasting your freaking time. Okay? But if you are in that position where you are starting to really deliberately think and deliberately control your frequency and your vibration, meditation is a good way to go. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow.